Not all exercises are suitable for everyone, and this or any other exercise program may result in injury. To reduce the risk of injury in your case, consult your doctor before beginning this exercise program. The instructions and advice presented are in no way intended as a substitute for medical counseling. This is Jane Fonda. At the end of this program, I have some suggestions that will help you in your quest for fitness, so be sure to stay tuned. This is a class to warm you up and get you going. Having the correct posture while you do the exercises is very important. Remember to keep your spine long and straight from your hips all the way up to the top of your head. Pull up tall out of the waist. Now during the class, I'm going to be reminding you to lift the pubic bone, this bone right here. You should feel as though you're curling it up toward your navel. When you do that, see how it relaxes and lengthens the lower back? And your neck should be long, your head lifted, your shoulders pressed back and down. See how that opens and lifts your chest? But don't lean back. Your weight is slightly forward and your feet parallel. Have you got enough to remember? Ready? And inhale. Let your stomach expand as it fills with air. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Drop your head. Roll up. Stretch up tall. Head presses right. Reach your neck out and feel a gentle stretch. This should be a controlled movement. And to the left. As you stretch your neck out, don't bounce. You should be feeling a gentle tension in your neck. Hold it. Now drop your chin and slow half circles right, left, right, and left. Now come center and a big arm circles. Inhale. Press your shoulder blades together and exhale. Again. Reach up and back. Reverse. Inhale. Exhale. Pull your stomach in. Again. Inhale. And exhale. Stomach in. Pull up tall. Open your arms to the sides. And up overhead. And reach to the right and left. Stretch. Reach all the way from the waist, not just from the shoulders. Chest is lifted. The stomach is pulled in. 2 more sets. Last time, now rib isolations. Right and left. Right and left. Feel like an invisible string is pulling your ribs side to side. Don't move your hips. This is an isolation exercise. The stomach is in and the chest is lifted. Reach. Now lace your fingers, reach your palms to the ceiling, inhale. And stretch your chin down to the chest, pull your stomach in, stretch your shoulders up. Exhale and lower your shoulders, press them down, lift your head. Open your arms to the sides. And flex up and down, up and down, up and down. Last time slow, now up to tempo. 1, 2, as your hands flex out, press the heels of your hands towards the opposite walls, feeling the arms growing longer. Now twist from the shoulders, lengthening from the tips of your fingers. Work right from the shoulders. Now alternate, twist right and left, right and left. Chest is lifted, stomach is in. Right and left. Now begin to lower your arms. Continue alternating. Right from the shoulders. Feel your arms lengthening. Pull up tall. Last set. Now release to the back. Feel the shoulder muscles stretching out. Don't let your elbows go too far outside your body. Keep them close in. Now chest release. Don't arch back. Notice the gentle stretch across the chest as well as the back muscles pulling the shoulders back. And now bring your elbows together. Together. Turn your toes slightly out. In. One more time, slowly. Up to tempo with heel presses. Pressing that heel right up over the toe and feeling a good stretch in the foot. Again, resist. Or feel like you're pressing a big beach ball. Press, press. Now open. 2, 3, don't arch back. 4. Now elbow extensions. Press, press, and resist. Up to tempo. Heel presses again. Press. Knees should be positioned over your feet. Feel the resistance. Work those arms. This movement should be very controlled. Don't fling your arms or lock your elbows. Resist. Now to the back. Resist. 3, 4, 5. Work those arms. No free rides now. Press it back. Resist. 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 Press. 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 7. And hold it. Lengthen your arms. Twist them, palms to the ceiling. And drop swings. And breathe. Reverse. Pull up tall in the waist. And now rib cage isolations again. There should be no movement in the knees or hips. It's all in the ribs. And bend your knees slightly. Now up to tempo. Feel as though a string is pulling your rib cage from side to side and slowly lower your arms. Pull up tall from the waist. Now put your hands on the back of your hips, bend your knees, feet are parallel. Ready, and 1, 2, 3. Isolate those ribs. Chest is lifted, shoulders back. Now the hips side to side. Pubic bone is lifted. Don't let your shoulders round forward. 7, 8, and now press front, release. Front, don't arch. It's front, release. Front, and up to tempo. Feel your back lengthen as your hips come forward, and bring your hips back only to a neutral position so your spine is straight. Don't arch. Now turn your feet out and continue. 2, press, press, side to side. 2, 3, 4, let it go. Woo! All right. Swing it out. 6, 7, 8. Now slow, right and left. Use the abdominal muscles to keep your pelvis stable and not allow your lower back to arch. And now reach over to the right. And 1, 2. Reach out with the upper arm and feel the side of your torso stretch. Fingers slightly in front of you so you can see them out of the corner of your eye. And come up. Over to the left. Pull up tall out of the waist. Reach out with that upper arm. Don't hold your breath. Feel the stretch in the side of your torso. Inhale. Exhale and reach. And come up. Open your arms. Lift your chest. Pull in your stomach. Lift the pubic bone. And begin to pull over. Look at the floor. 5, 6. Soften your knees. Begin to round your back. If you're very flexible, put your hands on the floor. Otherwise, on your shins or thighs to allow your arms to help support the weight of your trunk. Bend, straighten. Bend, and as you straighten, don't lock your knees. Keep them soft and slightly bent. And don't let your back arch. Keep your weight slightly forward, centered over the balls of your feet, not back on your heels. And relax your head and neck. Exhale. Exhale, and reach, reach. Don't tighten the quadricep muscles in the front of the thighs. Stretch. This is the last time. Now bend both knees. Let go of your legs.
pull up slowly, pulling in your abdominals, pulling up through the center of your body as though you're pulling a sheet up over your head. And open your arms to the side and let them drop down. Turn your toes out and bend and straighten. As you bend your knees, press them open. Press open. And as you straighten your legs, press the thighs open so that you really feel your quadriceps and the inner thighs working. Bend and straighten, arms side and straighten. Resist that motion. Keep pressing the knees open. Don't feel you have to turn your toes as far out as we do. Resist as you come up. Resist. Chest is lifted, shoulders down, plie down and hold. Be sure to keep your knees over your toes. Or if it's more comfortable, do this quadricep exercise with your feet parallel, toes pointing straight ahead. And now up and hold. Don't let your knees roll in. Now plie down and hold. And keep breathing. Hips are tucked under. And if your thighs aren't strong enough, try placing your hands on your hips or thighs. Don't let your back arch. Come up and hold. Remember to keep your chest lifted. And now back down again and hold. And we're going to hold this position to make the thighs work more. If you feel any discomfort in your knees, keep your toes pointing forward and don't come down as far. And come up. Now move your feet a little bit closer. Toes are turned out. And come up on your toes. Lower. Lift and lower. The weight is slightly forward. Don't lean back. And press the heels forward as you come up. You should feel the floor with all your toes. Weight evenly distributed on both feet. And now plie, lift your heels up and down. Plie, heels up and straighten and down. Bend your knees, lift your heels, straighten your legs and down. Bend your knees, lift your heels up and reverse it. Very good. This is hard to do. It takes a long time to find your balance. Keep your weight slightly forward, your heels pressed forward, the weight over all your toes. This is the last time. Very good. Now come up high on the toes, arms overhead. Lift up tall, weight is slightly forward, and look right. Pull up tall, and center, and look left. Chest is lifted, stomach in, and turn front. And lower the heels. Woo! And shake out your legs. Good work. Now place your right foot in front of your left foot. Feet are parallel. Press and hold it there. Pubic bone is lifted. Feel the stretch in the lower calf muscle. And feel it in the Achilles tendon in the back of the ankle. Your back heel must be on the floor, toes pointed straight ahead, your knees over your toes. And now change legs. Feet are parallel. And press. Bend your back knee so that you feel a stretch low in the calf. And keep the back knee directly over your toes. Don't let your knees fall to the inside or the outside. And come up. Very good. You did a good job. Now we're going to do the floor work, and let's go get our mats. I think it's a good idea to use a mat or a folded blanket or towel. It helps give extra protection and cushioning to your hips and back. Let's roll over onto our back and we'll work the abdominal muscles. Lie down with your feet and knees parallel, your shoulders off the floor. Lightly rest your head against your fingertips. Chin is down. Now curl your pubic bone up toward your navel and lift. Lift. Don't press your chin down to your chest with your hands. The hands are just so that you can relax your head and neck. All the work is done by the muscle between the pubic bone and the navel. Concentrate on working that muscle and exhale as you come up. Exhale. Exhale. It's a very small movement, very intense. You lift from a lifted position. Don't drop too far back. Now double time. Lift. Lift. You should not be straining your neck or your head as you pull forward. Just let your hands rest lightly on the back of your head. No pressure. And lift. And exhale as you come up.
Exhale, relax your head and neck. Let your stomach do the work. Lift, 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 lift. 6, 7, 8 more. Lift, lift. Try to concentrate on this piece right here, this muscle in the lower abdominals. And now lift your legs up. Press your knees into your chest. Oh, but think what a flat stomach you're going to have. Extend your left leg. Right arm directly out to the side, shoulder height. And press the right knee over to the left side. And look out towards your extended hand. And relax that knee, roll back onto your back. Now extend the left arm out, shoulder height, and press your left knee over to the right side. And look over toward your extended left arm. This is a wonderful way to lengthen your spine. And roll back onto your back, and we're going to go right into buttock tucks. Feet are a little more than hip distance apart, knees parallel. Place your hands, palms down underneath your buttocks. Weight is on your shoulders. Ready, and lift, 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 lift. Now, you're not lifting your whole thigh area. You're just curling up your pelvic area, pressing the lower back onto the tops of your hands, pressing the abdominals down and lifting this bone like a scorpion curls up its tail. That's a good image. Do you like that image? Oh, yes. And lift, and lift, and lift. Now, knees apart, toes turned out, and lift. It's the same movement, just curling up your pelvic area. Very small, very intense, and lift, and curl, and work deep, and keep your knees in line with your feet. Lift, don't let your back arch up, keep touching the top of your hands, knees in and out. Feet are parallel again now, and out. Knees in, resist bringing them in, make it work. Lift your pelvis as the knees come in, up, release, up, release, up, release. Now hold for 8 and press up, curl it up. Hold it there now, very intense, don't let go. 7 and 8. And take your hands out and lower your hips. Place your right foot behind your left knee. Press the knee into the chest. Feel the stretch in the right hip. Oh, that feels good. Yes. Change legs. Press the left foot into your chest with your knee. And put your feet back on the floor. Come up on your elbows, tuck your chin in, and rock your pelvis up. Release, rock it up. Release, come up on your hands. Stretch up tall, rock your pelvis up. Stretch up tall, coming slowly to a sitting position. Stretch up tall, rock your pelvis up. Stretch it out. Rock it up. Stretch up tall. Now as you stretch up, you're going to be sitting right on top of your hip bones. Put your hands in front of your legs and stretch up. This is not an arch, it's a lengthening of the back, growing tall out of the crown of your head. Reach up, chest is lifted, shoulders back and down. And face front with your legs apart. Now listen to your own body. Don't overstretch these tendons in the inner thighs. Grow tall out of the crown of your head. Now put your hands in front and slowly tuck under your pelvis and pull your legs together. Feel it in the inner thigh muscles. Pull those legs together. Now bend your knees. Now drop your knees open, soles of the feet together, hands on your ankles. And round over your feet. And lengthen. Round. Don't arch, but grow long. And round and lengthen. Last time. And lengthen your back. And now round down all the way over your feet. Let your knees drop open, pull in your abdominals. And now extend your feet a little bit farther in front of you. And round down over your feet. If you feel any discomfort in your knees, you can allow them to close up a little bit around your head. Relax into it. Don't hold your breath. No tension in the neck.
Relax and breathe. And now slowly roll up, pulling in your abdominals. And bring your knees together. And now we'll roll over onto our backs and lie down. Extend your legs, your arms reaching up overhead. Flex your feet, inhale. And reach, stretching out your heels in one direction and the tips of your fingers reaching in the other direction. Don't let your backs arch up. And relax. And again, flex your feet, inhale. And stretch in both directions. Don't let your backs arch up. And relax. Lower your arms to the sides, bend your knees. Tilt your pubic bone up toward your navel. Feel your back lengthening. And now turn your eyes all the way over to the right. And now turn your head all the way to the right so that your right ear is on the mat. Now turn your eyes back to the center. And as you bring your head back to center, feel your spine lengthening out as though someone was pulling you right from the crown of your head. Now bring your eyes all the way over to the left. Now bring your head all the way over to the left so that your left ear is right down on the mat. Now roll your eyes back to center. And as you bring your head back to center, feel yourself growing longer, your neck lengthening, your spine lengthening. And inhale. Lift your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale and lower your shoulders. Close your eyes. Relax your face. Feel your chest expanding, your shoulders dropping back into the mat. Lift your pubic bone. Feel your back lengthening, your chest expanding. Remember this position for when we're standing up. Put your hands on your thighs, open your eyes, tuck your chin to your chest, and begin to roll up, curling up. Bring one leg across, hands on the floor, and come to a standing position with your knees bent, feet slightly turned out, and straighten the left leg and bend the right knee. Relax the front of your thighs. If it's more comfortable, it's okay to put your hands on your knees or your shins. Feel yourself lengthening up the back of your legs, and now bend the right knee again and feel the left leg lengthening. Relax the neck and head and shoulders, and bend the left knee and let the right leg lengthen. Relax the thighs. And now bend both knees. Let your head and arms hang loose. And slowly pull in your abdominals and roll up to the center of your body. Let your arms hang loose. Feel like a rag doll, very loose. Tuck your pelvis under first, and then stack your spine on top of the pelvis. And now lift your shoulders and press them down and back. And inhale. And exhale. Chest is lifted. Inhale, let your stomach expand as it fills with air. Exhale and stretch up. Open your fingers wide. And press your shoulders down and press your arms down. And resist that downward motion, reaching out with your fingers. Feel the tension in your arms. Make it hard to press down. Keep your abdominals in and your chest lifted. Press. Feel the resistance. And now turn your palms out and press out as you lengthen your hands, feeling them stretch towards the floor. Resist. Feel the tension. Lift your chest, shoulders back, and relax. And right ear to the right shoulder. Don't let your shoulders drop forward. now the left ear to the left shoulder. Pull up tall, abdominals are in. And now lift your head. Inhale. Shoulders way up to your ears. Exhale. And as you lower your shoulders, lift your chest. Neck growing longer, spine growing longer, pubic bone is lifted, stomach is in. And don't you feel taller? You did very well. I'll see you next time.
Jane Fonda, actress, author, and award-winning creator of one of the most innovative and inspiring approaches to physical fitness. Her unique exercise methods have grown into a way of life for millions of people around the world. Always on the cutting edge of home video, Jane Fonda's workouts are constantly improving the science of staying fit. For the very best in home fitness, the Jane Fonda Workout Library.